Two occupants of a home were displaced this morning when their house on the north side of town was fully engulfed in flames. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Yes, around 9:15 this morning, we were dispatched for a report of a structure fire. Upon our arrival, we found actually a single wide with an attached structure, well involved in fire, numerous exposures, including other structures and vehicles. The fire conditions warranted a defensive exterior attack, which was accomplished by the first doing an engine company. We established water supply via our mobile tenders. The fire was controlled approximately 5 or 6 minutes after our arrival. There were no injuries other than the fact that during the course of the suppression, an errant bullet discharged from within the house and ammunition, and it struck our lieutenant in the hand. It did not break the skin. He was not injured, but it was just something to remind us of how dangerous these situations can be.
You guys run across this quite frequently, right? Ammunition in homes that is going off. What kind of precautions can a firefighter take to protect themselves?
Well, we try to determine through our size up whether or not there is ammunition in the house. We ask the homeowners if they're available, things like that. In this particular case, there was no pre-notice. They were doing a good job with their attack, and then of course we had this discharge occur.
And he was hit in the hand, but it didn't break the skin?
It did not break the skin, and it did not penetrate even through his glove. It just left kind of a small welt on the top of his hand.
Any other ammunition that went off at the same time?
There was a number of different discharges occurring, but we're not sure exactly how much ammunition was stored in the house.
So this house, two occupants were able to escape, and it went up very quickly, didn't it?
It did. We were facing winds that were up to 30 miles per hour out of the southwest, and so it did actually hinder us to a certain degree as far as our suppression, but the crews did a really good job. Actually, I requested a brush truck, and the reason for that, because of the wind-driven fire conditions, there were some spot fires developing throughout the area, so we placed them on amber patrol.
Do you know what started this fire?
It appears that it's a malfunction of the hot water heater that was installed in the structure.
Will you be conducting any other investigation on that?
No, that's as far as the investigation is going to go today. There's no indicators of anything less than accidental.
The occupants were able to move their vehicles away from the structures as well, at least the ones that they have that are operational, before anything else got engulfed in the flames.
Yes, they moved their vehicles that they could. There were several that were inoperable in close proximity to the structure.
Any other animals or anything else that was at the residence?
Best of my knowledge, there was one cat that was unaccounted for.
The occupants, what's going to happen with them now? Do you know if they're getting some help with Red Cross?
It's my understanding that no Red Cross assistance at this point, that they did have family who lived on the same property, and I think that they're going to take responsibility for this shelter.
Once again, those occupants of the home were uninjured in this accident, as well as Lieutenant Steve Moody from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.